All right, let's get right down to business. We're gonna go ahead and load this truck on my trailer. We're gonna be headed to Newcastle, Indiana, to the Dirty Diamond Diesel Performance Shop. But the idea here is to take this 2006 Silverado with an LBZ 6.6 liter Duramax and essentially go from a questionable Duramax engine that I purchased off Marketplace and hopefully get it to fire up and run. I paid $1,500 for the Duramax engine. The previous owner told me that there's pressure in the cooling system, which leads me to believe that it has a blown head gasket. But I'm really curious to see what I find when I remove these heads off of this engine. But just to get you up to speed really quick, I bought this Duramax. It originally came from Tennessee. It's rust-free. I went ahead and did a full frame-off restoration. But with the engine, transmission, and transfer case total, it ran me about $8,500. So that's about where I'm at, not including all of the parts and pieces that we'll be installing on this truck. I just want to give you guys a heads up that everything that I'm going to be installing on this vehicle, I provide on my website, truckmasterdiesel.com. And not to mention, from the time I post this, I'm really excited to announce that Black Friday deals are now live on the website. I'll leave that link in the description below as well as the comments. And we're doing up to 15% off. If you have a truck or even a diesel like a Duramax, Power Stroke, or Cummins, take advantage of this. This only happens one time a year. And not to mention, if you purchase anything on the website right now, every $1 spent is one automatic entry. I'm shutting this contest down at midnight on the 2nd of December 2024. And if you are the winner, you will receive a diesel turbo of choice or a $1,000 gift card on the website. So do not miss your opportunity. We definitely have our work cut out for us. So let's go ahead and hit the road and get to business. Let's get to work. What's up?
What's up, dude? Long time no see. Brought the snow with you this time.
Yeah, well, actually, it's snowing in your state, not mine. It's kind of weird. So, what are we doing today? So we're gonna go ahead and unload everything. There's a ton of stuff in there. We're gonna let the truck dry out, actually, so we don't work in a puddle for the next, I'd say, I don't know, I'd probably say about 17 to 18 hours, roughly. We're pros at this. We got this.
Dude. I mean, I guess it just depends on what you're considering done, but I think we'll be setting the cab back down today.
I believe so too. I mean, I'm not trying to be cocky or arrogant, but we know these trucks way too well. There's no reason why we shouldn't get this thing started today. So stay tuned. Depending on how this video goes, this might be a two-part video. I'm not sure, but I'm really excited to get this knocked out.
What's that show where the cartoon for the kids, or he opens up the closet and everything falls on him? What is that?
Charlie Brown?
No,
I don't know.
Dude, not even close.
You ready?
Oh my gosh. Here we go.
It doesn't look that bad until you actually like look inside the cab. Look at this.
Did you by chance?
Boom. Mostly PPE stuff.
Did you bring a UPS shirt to throw on while we're moving all these boxes?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
For real. Oh, I forgot the turbo.
No, you
I'm just
didn't.
kidding. Well, I know what we want to see is the install process, but let me quickly go over everything we have. And we have a lot. We have a lot. I'm not kidding. So first on the agenda that we're going to talk about is the PPE table. Literally. These are the radiator hoses. These are PPE radiator hoses, and these things are clean. Not only are you going to get the lowers, but you're also going to get the upper. That's important. It's going to look really nice. New V-bands, of course. This transmission cooler is going to definitely lower transmission temps. I've installed these numerous times. I think this is like my 12th install on one of these. Super clean, super easy. We'll show you the process on that. Moving on to all the little parts and pieces. This is going to be your bell housing inspection plate. Actually, the transmission that I bought didn't have one, so this was definitely a good call, and it looks pretty sweet too. And of course, your coolant block off plate. If you guys don't know what these are, we'll show you the install process on that as well. Very prone to leak. While we're there on that block, we might as well go ahead and seal that up so it doesn't happen. Moving on to the ported rail fittings for the fuel system. We sell these on the website as well. You definitely, if you're gonna do them, I prefer if you're just gonna do a quick job, do the driver's side, get that over with, but you can do both sides, the driver and passenger side. Again, we're gonna show you that. And this is gonna be our exhaust setup right here. We're going with a 3-inch PPE downpipe, very high flow. And not to mention, you don't have to mess around with that stupid heat shield anymore. That's one thing that I love, is the fact that they wrap these. They're super nice. It's gonna keep your EGTs a lot lower. It's gonna sound different too, by the way. We're gonna pull that downpipe and we're gonna show you the difference between. Let me know in the comments if you've already installed a downpipe, a 3-inch downpipe, no matter what the brand is, and let me know your thoughts on that. It definitely sounds different, and not only that, it's gonna move a lot more exhaust out, so you're not, you know, restricting yourself. And speaking about restriction, this is your high flow PPE manifolds and up pipes. Now, there's a couple things here. When you order the set of manifolds, you cannot reuse your old up pipes. They're custom to the manifolds, okay? So this is gonna be your driver's side manifold. This is gonna be your passenger side manifold. And of course, we're gonna obtain our EGR cooler, and that's what this up leg does. Of course, the expansion bellows are gonna last the lifetime of the vehicle. You'll never have to worry about these things cracking or breaking. I know I highlighted that. And the fact that anyone can purchase these. This is kind of cool. It's got an EO number on it. So some of you guys in California, it's legal in all 50 states. Very popular on the website. We've been selling these like crazy lately, and rightfully so. When I remove the thermostat housing, I'm very curious to see how much corrosion has been built up over the time of this engine being around. This engine has 220,000 miles on it, and it's right there. The only way to know is once we pull that cab so you guys can see it. You don't have to pull the cab, by the way, to install that. You can do that with the cab on. When you install one of these, you don't have to worry about corrosion anymore. You don't have to worry about contaminated coolant recirculating back through those heads and everything else. And not to mention your radiator, keeping all that clean. But if you're gonna order this, you're already removing the old one. Don't be cheap, buy both together.
Another good point that Josh has had, if you do remove the factory thermostat housing off of the truck, the coolant bypass tube, if you go messing with that O-ring at all, it's almost always gonna leak. You're gonna see all the paint coming off of it. It's gonna be covered in rust. It's really not much more money to just go ahead and get a new one. And it comes with the correct O-rings, one that goes onto the water pump, and one that goes into the thermostat housing. You might as well do both while you're there. You're gonna be a lot happier if you do both and you don't have a leak than if you're trying to reuse that old one, put new O-rings in it, and then get a leak. Definitely sucks because it's not easy to go backwards on that and fix it. You gotta do the whole job again, basically.
I've done this a couple times.
Dude, it sucks. You get them together, everything's good, and then
It starts leaking.
It's either leaking right there on the hose, and it's just like a little drip, and it just, it sucks. But
it's no fun.
New clean parts. Every head gasket job that we do in the shop, we use OEM grade C gaskets. Some guys swear by the mollies. We just use
mollies are good too.
Mollies are good. I think you're going to get the same quality out of both. However, we just have always ran the GM, and that's what's been good for us. So that's what we decided to put in the kit. So you can't go wrong with OEM. I mean, you got to think these trucks make it sometimes 150, 200,000 miles on a set of head gaskets. So
yeah,
why change it? The only difference is obviously you're gonna have that grade C, so it's gonna be thicker. So no matter what, if you're getting remanufactured heads or whatever, you know, always go with a grade C gasket.
Not only that, but these cast iron heads, guess what the material of your block is? It's cast iron. So why not put cast iron heads on cast iron block instead of aluminum heads on a cast iron block? Right, so moving right along, Banks oil cooler. Gosh, guys, I'm gonna have this cab pulled. I might as well go ahead and install a Banks oil cooler. You guys know I made a couple YouTube videos on these as well, and I'm telling you, these things fail. When they fail, it's a huge job when that cab is on. So why not just go ahead and throw one on there? That cost is a drop in the bucket compared to how much labor is involved to get these installed when you have the cab on. I'm just telling you right now, it's no fun.
So yeah, this is the AirDog 165 5G. Big difference between the 4G and the 5G guys is obviously the diaphragm regulator. It's a lot less likely to have an issue. That's been kind of, if you, no matter what fuel system you're talking about, whether it be an AirDog, FAST, some of the other guys that have started manufacturing one, the regulator has always been a touchy topic to talk about with all manufacturers, just because it's been kind of a tricky design. Most fuel systems were copied off of the AirDog. The AirDog is the original fuel air separation system. There's a lot of adjustability in this, so you could buy this essentially, put it on multiple different trucks.
Kind of brushing over this, we're going to be installing upgraded transmission lines. I know some of you guys were telling me to go with like an S3 60 something, 69, whatever, but we're not doing that, okay? I'm going to stick with what I know with this build right here, and I'm super excited to install another 9-blade, but this is a 64 millimeter, and it's going to scream. It's going to sound so good. I can't stress this enough. Watch this series, this build series, because I think if you could take anything away from this entire video, it's going to be to hear this right here. I'm so excited about it. I always giggle like a little schoolgirl when the truck starts.
I've installed a couple here in the shop, and it's so exciting to finally get to start them.
And again, we do offer this on the website as well, Duramax, Power Stroke, and Cummins. Don't think we have a 9-blade for the LB7 yet. I know some of you guys are gonna ask me that question. Sorry about all the acronyms, but I'm probably drowning you out on a bunch of specs. But hey, some people love that stuff. This is an LBZ head, and this is the LBZ injector. This might be a different topic. Look at that. Have you ever seen an injector nozzle look that bad? That's rough.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
Oh man, that was a motor job, wasn't it?
Yeah, it came in the shop. Truck's outside right now, but it came in with the it was hydro-locked. Every single cylinder was full of coolant. So our best guess is that that injector failed, and whenever it didn't fail immediately. But we're thinking the exhaust gas got up in the cylinder and cracked one of the intake galleys somewhere, or the coolant galleys, and then the truck was continuing to run, and then it sucked coolant through.
Oh no!
Both sides, runners? Yeah, on both sides, and a hydrolock and a bit a connecting rod. So it was absolutely worst case scenario.
That must be an expensive job there.
Yeah.
Actually, there's the rest of it.
It starts with 5 digits.
Whew, that was a lot of talking. I'm sorry. Thanks for staying with me on this. Let's get to work.
Hands clear, Mason. Let me get it for inspection.
So just for reference, guys, this is how we're pulling the cab. I know I got a comment in the last video about that. So we're going from the pinch weld, from the rocker. 9 times out of 10, especially for us northern guys, that's not gonna cut it. What I usually do is I take that, put a little extender on it, and I actually go up from underneath the cab, and I push up from underneath the cab because it's not as rusty as that. But obviously this is a Tennessee truck, so we don't have to worry about it. Facebook Marketplace deal. It's like, give me some dice, you know.
That's what we were fighting though, right there. See that?
Yeah.
We're stuck on that. We're having to slide that through. So I drilled.
Here, let me get around there. Let me get around there. Let's show that.
Yeah, it was whenever that bolt broke, it kind of like it's not necessarily super straight after it breaks. It'll kind of flare out, and then you're having to pull all that through that aluminum. So we just drilled down through the center of it, and then it makes it soft, and we're able to pry up over it. But luckily, if we were reusing these heads, a machine shop would 100% be able to get that out.
Oh yeah.
I bring it to them like that all the time. They love it. They're honestly more excited when they have a bunch of broken bolts in them and stuff like that.
I'm sure they are.
And they don't charge us as much for them either.
Where are we putting the head bolts? Because these don't matter
Just
anymore.
throw them in the trash.
Actually, I'm going to keep the washers. Sidebar, if you guys have ever pulled the head bolts out of any engine, what do you guys do with them if you're studying? Curious. What do you do with these bolts?
Melt them down.
I heard someone said they use them to build their kid's go-kart.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Yeah, that's clever. We'll go with it.
Hide them in your friend's food. I did see a dowel go down in the hole, but I can grab it.
Oh, no way. Yep, we found a spider. All right, anyways, let's look at these cylinders really quick. Just visually looking at them. They don't look terrible.
Pretty good. See that right there?
Yeah. Was that the other side? Were both sides doing it?
This is the same side. So that would have been number 7. the fire ring essentially is kind of blown out of it.
That's definitely what was causing
Yeah,
the
that'll
issue.
100%. I mean, that would not cause exhaust gas to go into the cooling system. So that's 100% where you're getting that from.
Dude, I'm excited.
Yeah.
That's the issue. Because
Yeah.
that was the other thing. I was hoping that we can visually look and find out why it's causing pressure in the system. And that's it right there.
It just feels good. It's like a sense of relief whenever you find, like everyone might think, oh my gosh, you're finding problems. Well, we're happy we found that problem.
Absolutely.
That's what we wanted to find.
Yes, we can just narrow it down right there. And for all we know, let's go ahead and pull this one really quick here and show you guys what it looks like. Make sure all the pistons are looking good. No cracks, no cylinder scoring. The cross hatching is all there, of course. That's what we're looking for as well. Any other things we look for when we pull the head? I mean, that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much just nailed it on the money. You can go through and check if you have like major overheating issues, you can go through with like a straight edge and check, check the block surface, but you're really not going to be able to tell a whole lot with doing it here in the garage. The machine shop would really have to look over that stuff, but if it wasn't overheated a lot, it's probably fine. If you were to have a truck that was the head gaskets were blown so bad that the coolant was like actually leaking out of the deck surface, you really would want to check that area out, make sure it didn't cut into the deck surface of the block any.
How's the head look?
That can happen. The head looks good, dude.
Where the
let's see, it would have been right here.
Yeah, it would have been like right there.
It doesn't look too bad.
Yeah.
I mean, this head's 100% reusable. They'd have to go to the machine shop, obviously, but it could be remanned.
Right.
Get those bolts out of there.
So we're gonna go ahead and pull the head right now and inspect the gasket and of course all the pistons, make sure everything looks good just like we stated. I am curious to see if the other side's blown. That'd be interesting to know. I guess it doesn't really matter at this point because we know what our problem is, but let's go ahead and get to work. We're gonna go ahead and pull that right now. Let's see what happens.
The next, however many head bolts is in here, orders. Look at that. You're gonna get a free head bolt out of the
We're not
LBZ.
putting those in their order.
Yeah, we are, dude. They want them.
You don't want them.
I'm shipping them out. You don't worry about it. I got you guys.
Door number 2. Oops. Look at that. What is that?
Head,
Part of the gasket?
that head gagget.
Head gasket?
That head gagget.
Yeah, they're both bad. Maybe?
Yeah. That impact gun fell right on my foot. It hurt so bad.
Did it really?
Yeah, it hurt so
No.
bad. I kept it cool though for the video.
Yeah, this one doesn't look too bad. We seeing anything?
Looks good.
Oh man, I think we're in the money. Whew. Only time will tell though, right? Got to turn that key still, but no, hey, it looks great. Engine turned over fine when we were turning the harmonic balancer. Nice and smooth.
Get some of these new parts thrown on here, we'll be mud bogging in no time. Everything looks good. I mean, if I was in my head, if this was a customer truck that got brought in, minus all the stuff you obviously took apart, everything went really good. It looks good. I would have nothing would be stopping me from just reassembling it, Fresh set of heads.
This video is not dramatic at all.
No,
All right.
No.
That's good. Well, we don't want it to be dramatic. We really want it to go smoothly.
I mean, it was obviously a major gamble. I mean, that's kind of, this was a Facebook Marketplace engine, so we don't know what we're going to look at. That guy obviously seemed like he was pretty honest with you and stuff.
You watched the video?
I watched the video. He obviously knows what he's doing. He had other Duramax and stuff, so it's nice whenever you can meet with somebody and that you're somewhat getting something decent, because we could have took the heads off this thing, had cracked pistons, it could have had cylinders full of rust. We don't know.
I mean,
you're just taking some random guy's word, but
yeah, they could have slammed the heads back on there and said, yeah, it ran great, and
But I've got burned on stuff like that before. I paid $1,800 one time for a VP 24 valve engine. It's just kind of a gamble that you take whenever you're buying a used part, and I don't think he intentionally did that to me. He didn't know. He didn't store the engine very good, and it got water in it, and You could turn it over and it felt great, and then that ring would catch that rust in the cylinder and it'd get stuck.
So let me know in the comments right now if you've ever been burned on Facebook Marketplace. Let us know. I want to hear your story.
You're gonna fill the comment section up.
Fill it up, man. Fill it up. I want to read it. This would be fun. Actually, everybody go to the comments and read everybody's stories. I'm sure everyone's got a story.
Is this still available?
Is it still available?
Of course not.
She's good.
We're not gonna reply though.
No, it says yes, it's still available.
Uh-oh, look who's here.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, y'all, hang on. What are you guys doing over here?
Eat pizza.
What do we got? All right, we'll talk later, y'all.
Hey, what's up, Bailey?
Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, is that Matco?
Yeah, it's the Matco guy.
I forgot it was Thursday. Could be back here.
Back there. Here's the latest flyer. Hey, look, you can get a free hutch now.
Matco guy, what's up? Where we go?
Look at that. We got the new Impact. Look at that deal. We get a free hutch when you buy the bottom.
Ooh, that's nice.
Have you seen Dylan? I'm looking everywhere. Oh, was that him?
Dude, I think he took off. Was he owe money?
There he is.
Oh, hey, what's up, man?
It's cold out there.
The money thing, see what I got.
You got some money?
Oh, no.
You owe money for the toolbox.
Yeah, you said it was 5,300?
Yeah, 5,300. Yeah.
That's pretty close there.
Okay. Oh, thanks, man.
How much is it?
Yeah,
We got a 5 in there.
Looks like what?
Yeah, there's a couple hundred. Yeah,
Look at all that.
No, it's there.
It's all there. Well, I'm Steve, the Matco man. I do the Muncie, Marion, Gas City, in this Newcastle area too.
Reach out to him, guys. He's a good dude.
765-623-9741.
He will definitely
He
not.
does not realize how much he just screwed up by getting that phone number out.
Contact the Matco guy in your area.
Don't worry, he will not stalk you in the bathroom. Yeah, I can't get that oil filter off.
Yeah, this is why you go to professional to change your oil, because yeah, you guys tell me, did they over tighten it?
No, they're good.
No, it's good, isn't it?
The last person to own this truck, you let me know how you got that thing on there. Actually, it was probably the oil change guy. Oh, you're getting it.
You know those like prank videos where they Loctite them and silicone them? I think that's what's going on.
Yeah, how in the world they get it that tight? All right, I doubt it, but
I doubt it.
it's all misshaped now.
Golly,
We
dude.
really don't need to take it off since we're replacing the oil filter anyways, but
I would be so mad if I was changing oil in this truck and that was like that underneath there. I'd be so mad. I would probably honestly get on Facebook and cry about it.
Dylan, we really don't have to pull it off.
Yes, we do.
Dude, we got bigger fish to fry. How you doing over there, buddy?
Dude, this is absolutely
This is like the tightest oil filter I've ever seen.
It's ridiculous. It's honestly insane.
Dude, this should be its own YouTube video right here.
Wait a second, we're going the wrong way.
Oh my. It's almost like it's not, I mean, it's loose.
It might be pulling the threads out.
You think so?
Maybe.
Oh, we're gonna find out.
Yeah, it's coming off now. We're gonna get it off. Comes.
Yeah, now you can use a wrench.
Threads are fine.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Get that drained out.
Get that
Right.
drained out in there.
Well, I've got a drain right there, like I said last time we were here. It hooks into the Ohio River.
All right, so I'm pulling the oil cooler right now, and we are going to be installing this Banks oil cooler. That's the biggest reason why we're doing that.
Prep for some new heads.
What?
Oil.
Why is there oil in there?
That's weird. The oil on the bowl? We didn't spill oil,
How
but
did oil get in there? Front main, maybe?
I'll just see the front main seal leaking. See if we can get one.
What are you doing?
I'm just torquing it to spec.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Dude, that's how it came off, man.
There we are.
I don't think we have an actual video of anyone putting cast iron heads on a Duramax until now. Here we go. These things are heavy, no jokes. I think they came out to 86 pounds just for one. But we got to be super careful with that because we don't want to destroy our new gasket either.
Yeah, these are like, dude, these are heavy. I mean, it's literally like half a Cummins head. You're not, with an aluminum head, you can one man it, no problem. I mean, if someone can do this one, I would love to see a video of someone setting one of these in a truck, cab on.
Right, cab on, yeah.
Without hurting anything, or not scratching nothing.
Yeah, this would literally have to be...
It's possible, don't get me wrong, I could do it. It's just, it's difficult.
Well, I mean, anyone can do it. You guys can do this with the cab on,
Yeah.
but just get a buddy to help you. Yeah, you're just not strong enough.
That's what it is. I mean, it really is.
These are expensive heads. Just be careful when you set these guys. That's all, you know. Make sure they set on the dowels, of course. You already know that, but just be careful not to destroy that gasket when you put it on.
You know, we'll take some brake cleaner and just kind of, we don't want to, it's all super sharp edges, but just want to kind of tap it down and then we'll blow it one more time with some air and make sure. There we go. Nice. It's on there.
That worked out.
These aren't your grandpa's 350 Chevys. Small block hits, boys.
Yeah, they're heavy.
These ain't fast. Out right now, take a ratchet, and I'll just go through and back them all off. Get around all of them, get you a good even torque on it. On the Cummins, I'll like build them off the truck. I mean, we could probably do it on these too, but you can take the washer and the nut and already get it started on the stud and then stick it in. But on the Duramax, I just do them like this. Yeah. Truckmaster installs the Ryan's diesel service drop-in turbo.
That's it. You don't even need to bolt it down or nothing. Just send it.
That's good to go right there.
Yep.
Drop in. It's literally, it's a drop in,
I
true
told you.
definition. Look at that, dude.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Looking good. That's a good shot right
We
there.
gotta get a paint marker or something. Highlight the RDS.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it adds like 15 horse. You
We
heard
have
that
yellow-
right?
We have yellow in stock.
I'll just sell you guys that one. So this is your driver's side manifold. Take a look at it really quick. I know I should have videoed the before and after, but I'm going to kind of show you. This is the driver's side. I know we're on the passenger side, but it's very much the same. The reason why there's a pinch there in the driver's side pipe is only because of the steering shaft.
Yeah, come over here.
It's got to clear. Yeah, we'll go over here and show you guys. And that's why they shape it that way. However, you don't need to shape it that way. And look how restrictive that is.
What are you doing, Josh?
Trying to install this air dog right here. Can get some more horses.
Yeah. We got the air dogs. That's one of the main things we'd like to touch base with the air dog is obviously the bracketry that comes with. It's super easy to install, and
Anyone can do it.
yeah, anyone can do it, even Earl.
I'm doing arts and crafts today. This will be interesting. I gotta film this. So I just installed the air dog and we're gonna run the sump, which the sump is already connected to this tank. And you guys probably watched that last video where I removed the tank and it was full of diesel. And unfortunately, since it's sump, we gotta put a new fuel line on there. Obviously this fuel line's old and cracked. We can't reuse that. But what that means is someone's gonna take a bath because we gotta pull that line off the sump and run it to the air dog. So I have it plumbed right now. I haven't cut the line. We're gonna figure out what the size is. Once I cut that, it's literally gonna be like pull out, put in. No way, that actually worked. You used a vacuum and you put it in the fueler neck. It actually kind of held it. Unreal. That's a full tank of diesel. Wow.
Impressive.
I didn't think that was gonna work.
I mean, I've seen
Good job, Bailey. It worked.
I've seen people do it on the Facebooks and stuff, but
It actually started to suck the diesel once I got the hose off.
Oh, did it really?
You could hear it, yeah.
There's some diesel in there. I wanted to show this to you guys really quick. Check it out. You ever wonder what it looks like when you remove your Y bridge after all of your emissions have been on there for so long? All this gunk and soot buildup is from your EGR system, recirculating of course, but on top of that, your PCV system as well. All of that gunked up oil, it's just recirculating constantly through your intercooler pipes, and eventually it's gonna do that. It's gonna gunk up your intake rudder, so get a hold of that, especially if you have a lower mileage diesel. But yeah, that is disgusting.
it'll start.
What's that?
So do you think it's gonna start?
I don't know, what do you think? Your guess is as good as mine right now.
I think it'll probably start.
All right. What's up?
What up, dude?
You ready for this? This is the big moment.
I'm ready. It's a lot of work.
Marketplace startup. Take one.
Oh god.
See what happens.
Let me know when you're ready and I'll do it.
Dude, I'm not ready. I'm scared. All right, let's do it. Ooh.
It'll crank.
Ooh, she got juices.
Yeah.
Do you want to release the vac on the coolant? Okay.
That sounds weird.
Yeah, what is that? Is it coming from the trans?
I don't know.